merch! The merch! Yeah! What up, Amp Unit? Oh, I gotta cut my own shit. What do I say? I gotta cut my own music. I just fired Sandy this morning on a live stream. I should have done it. I believe I cut my own music. I'm getting better at this. That's right, Sandy. We had to fire Kendra. We just fired Sandy. They're both joining Natalie. All my assistants, man. Found out that Sandy was a Bears fan. Oh, no. That was earlier on the live stream of the Monday Night Raw review. That's right, this is the third video. 2 live streams and a straight out video within the last 15, 16 hours? Some shit. 3 in less than a day. Last night, hour number 1. A Monday Night Raw, hour 1, watch-along live reaction. Early this morning, just a few hours ago, we did a 2.5-hour live stream review of hour number 2 and hour number 3 of the Go Home edition for the Royal Rumble. And that was the Monday Night Raw Go Home show. So, there's a lot of content if you guys didn't catch my whole talk about Monday Night Raw. Ho ho ho! Did we have a banger of a live stream? But you see, this is a little bit different, man. I went and did an errand, 2 actually. After that live stream, something ended up getting canceled because people these days are straight pussies. So my big deal for today got canceled. I'm still trying to fucking find out why, but it doesn't even fucking matter because BC thought, alright, I'll talk some more fucking pro wrestling with my amplified unit. I don't give a fuck. I'll go home, I'll drink more fucking coffee, and I'll scream some more. And I got a great fucking story, man, validated by my people down in Florida, so I know there's a lot of truth to this, and it just coincides with all this influx of talent that is on its way up. It ain't just for the Royal Rumble, man. It seems that Fox, the runners of the Blue brand, they're not happy with Vincent Kennedy McMahon. They're not happy with WWE. When Roman went down with the 19 and Sasha Banks is unavailable, they panicked. The Blue brand, the runners, Fox. We are Fox Sports. They panicked. They were like, damn, the head dog for the men, the head female on the lady side, Sasha Banks, Roman Reigns, what do we do if they both go down in the future? Who do we really have? And Fox panicked. This wasn't just like a phone call to Vince. They actually had a meeting, bro. I'm not saying they flied into Stanford or vice versa, but this was a Zoom call type of a deal from what I'm hearing. It was something big. Speaking of big, I don't think it's a coincidence why you don't see Big E on the red brand anymore. Ever since he dropped that fucking title, he lost to fucking Bobby Lashley in the Fatal 4-Way the next night, and then 1 week later he loses to Seth Rollins, and he's done. Last couple weeks, no Monday Night Raw, but he is showing up on the Blue brand. That's not a coincidence. Vince McMahon is forced to send in reinforcements. Big E now switching over to the Blue brand to try to ease tensions with Fox. Don't worry, if Roman goes down in the future, we got our champion that was just champion anyway. We took the fucking title off of him because we're stupid. We gave it to fucking Brock, and we're rushing a Brock Lesnar-Bobby Lashley matchup with no builder storyline other than Alpha versus Alpha. We'll give them 6 minutes. They'll spear the shit out of one another. They'll do the little fun spot on the outside where Bobby spears Brock into a barricade, and everybody will go, wow, holy shit, and that's that. Otherwise, we don't know why the fuck Brock Lesnar is carrying around a WWE title. We don't know why the fuck he came back as a face and in just 3 weeks he's now a heel with Paul Heyman. We don't know why the fuck we just turned Bobby Lashley into a face even though his manager is still a heel. We don't know why we have a heel versus a heel for the Universal title. We brought Seth Rollins over from the red brand to also go over to the Blue brand. Because they don't have any fucking stars over there and Fox flipped the nut. So now, the Blue brand is getting Seth Rollins. The Blue brand has solely, it seems, after the last couple of weeks. Red brand doesn't even have him anymore. They have Big E. Seth Rollins, Big E, and there's more reinforcements. You think this Ronda Rousey talk? You think this is just a coincidence? No, this is being rushed over because like BC said, you have to believe this was being planned for Royal Rumble 2023 for WrestleMania Los Angeles. It's the same WrestleMania that The Rock is coming back to take on Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman has all but confirmed that shit in about 17 interviews. So you think Ronda Rousey, she's got that LA Flame to her, man. She's a superstar of superstars, celebrity status. They were gonna really pump up that LA, but no. And even when she came back, the rumors of it anyway, of Ronda Rousey coming back, we all thought, well, it has to be Becky, right? If Ronda was to somehow win the Royal Rumble, right? Because Vince wants star power, Fox wants star power. Well, I mean, it's natural to get the Becky versus Ronda match that we've all been craving for years that we never ended up getting because Charlie got thrown into a triple threat, making it a triple threat. So we never got that one-on-one, so you gotta think that Becky and Ronda would be sitting in their lap. But now we're hearing that it's Fox that wants the fucking big heavy-hitting names. I wouldn't put it past Ronda, okay, winning the Rumble maybe, but not going for Becky, but going to the blue brand, guys. Don't be shocked. I don't think this is a coincidence. This is exactly what we're hearing, that Fox is unhappy, they want more star power, and they're getting it in Rollins, they're getting it in Big E, and I wouldn't doubt that they are the front runners to rush a Ronda Rousey return. And you say rush, BC, it's been a couple of years. Pregnancy, non-pregnant pregnancy, trying to get pregnant. It's been a long time. This is far from rushed, BC. No. You have to believe that she was coming back for LA. Not in St. Louis. Not for Dallas's WrestleMania. I think the blue brand, the runners of that blue brand, man, Fox, I think they want this shit, and it's no coincidence now that Vinnie Mac is bringing a plethora of wrestlers to SmackDown this Friday night. Who's gonna be used on TV? Are they just grooming them to get ready for the blue brand? But Tommaso Ciampa will be there for SmackDown. Again, utilized on television, we don't know. Tommaso is going to be there. LA Knight will be there Friday for SmackDown, the go-home show. Dakota Kai will be there. Asuka by the Rumble. No Monday Night Raw. We're hearing Asuka's coming right over to the blue brand to appease Fox. I think Asuka's a little better suited on Monday Night Raw. I really hope that once they stop panicking and relax, they fucking realize that Ronda doesn't belong on the blue brand right now. That Asuka doesn't really belong on there right now. Pump up Raw. USA Network cannot just sit by and let this happen, by the way. See, Fox has always been vocal from day one. USA Network is kind of complacent, man. I've only heard, BC, and again, I got people in Florida that know a lot more than me. I've only heard one time in the last 5 years that USA Network is actually unhappy. One time! If I'm the USA Network, I'm unhappy 52 weeks out of the year. Yeah, do the math. USA Network cannot be fucking thrilled that it's fucking Fox that's gonna get this plethora of talent. Dakota Kai is coming in, LA Knight. Asuka's returning, Ronda Rousey, we're hearing the rumblings. Tommaso Ciampa. I mean, these, if you give them the fucking book and give them the time of day, they can be stars on that show. Not to Roman status, but fucking stars, man. Captivating eyeballs. I think that plethora of talent absolutely is going to appease Fox. We are Fox Sports. And these are all fucking Triple H guys and gals, right? I gotta bring that up because where's the fucking narrative now? See, that narrative only works when it's trying to appease the agenda of the fucking idiots in the community that go, Triple H, there's a personal vendetta. Vince McMahon is just trying to ruin Triple H. And they bring up a stack of names that either got released or got fucked with. But then we bring up a stack of names that had nothing to do with Triple H and they don't want to talk about it. Basically, Keith Lee should have never been a bear cat. And Karrion Kross never should have had leather suspenders and a medieval times helmet. I agree. I fucking fully agree. That had nothing to do with Triple H, bro. I once watched the one-man gang back in the day turn into Akeem. I once saw a guy named Giant Gonzalez. I once saw Mark Henry turn into sexual chocolate. Could you imagine if we had a platform to complain back in the day? We'd be ripping WWE a new asshole if they named Mark Henry sexual chocolate. Somehow this dude actually made it work. We actually didn't mind the character. Within 2 months, he was making you fucking laugh and running with it. But we understand nobody wants to see a Bearcat. Nobody wanted to see leather straps on Karrion Kross. But this is what WWE, this is what Vince McMahon does, man. He strips people down. He strips your self-esteem, your confidence. He wears you down so that you're doing things his way. And nothing to do with Triple H. This has been happening for the longest time. So then you say, well, basically, okay, he ruins people's gimmicks and gives them a weird name even way before Triple H. But he released Keith Lee and Karrion Kross and so many of Triple H's guys, basically. Okay, but they've also released people that had nothing to do with H. I always bring up Mickie James, John Morrison, Bray Wyatt at the top of the list. They had nothing to do with Triple H. So Bray Wyatt is way more valuable than a fucking Karrion Kross or even a Keith Lee at the time of his release. Bray Wyatt got chucked away like yesterday's garbage, and I'm supposed to put a Keith Lee and a Karrion Kross over him? Bray Wyatt had nothing to do with Triple H. What are you talking about? Mickie James, John Morrison. What are you talking about? If it's a vendetta to erase Triple H's legacy, you wouldn't be seeing Dakota Kai, Tommaso Ciampa, LA Knight. They're all about to get some shine over on the blue brand for the Fox. They're not getting released. Instead, they're getting the call-up. Some people used to call it a demotion, but I don't know if the NXT 2.0 is any better than that these days. But you see what I'm saying, guys? You can't pick and choose. Just the wrestlers that were Triple H guys that are getting released, we're going to use that for our story that Triple H is being done filthy. But then on the flip side, there's a plethora of Triple H guys that they're not released. They're getting airtime. Some have championships like Damian Priest and Shinsuke Nakamura. Those were Triple H guys. Handpicked them to come over to NXT. They have championship titles. The Viking Raiders are going for the tag titles. Dakota Kai, LA Knight, Tommaso Ciampa. They're all about to get some fucking call-ups. They already did. They're going to be there Friday night. Smackdown. Do you really need me to keep going? The point is, this is Nick Khan doing what he was hired to do. He's gonna gut NXT to make it sellable. If there's a potential buyer, NXT needs to be another part of WWE and not look like it's a fucking shaded stepchild where it's just in the corner and it's got this black dim light and it's like an underground fighting thing. You know, what we once loved about it, I understand. But if you're trying to sell your company, you want it to be colorful and you want it to attract people. I could see if the old school NXT was pulling in 750, 850, 900,000 viewers weekly, but no, Triple H started to get his ass kicked by Tony Khan. So Vince, who was paying for this all along, Triple H never put a dime into that. He just took over Dusty Rhodes' NXT, and Vince McMahon paid everything. In fact, he recorded a loss every year on NXT. NXT never turned a profit for Vince McMahon. And now Triple H, after he let Nick Khan do what he's got to do, and he had his little heart procedure, which is really just him stepping away while the dirty work is done, and so he has his hands clean. Now he's back to work. Triple H is right there with Vince. Stop with the vendetta shit. Because what I'm seeing showing up to SmackDown is a bunch of Triple H people. Whether they get name changed, they've already made Tommaso fucking dye his beard all brown instead of the fucking gray that was in there to make him like a fucking grizzled vet. Not the tag team, grizzled young veterans, but a grizzled vet that Tommaso was. I love that look. Vince already wants him to look a little younger. But again, Vince McMahon has done this from the beginning of time. He has always fucked with you. We can go over character after character after character that had the silliest names or a tweak for no reason. And this is way before Triple H was even a professional wrestler, let alone Vince McMahon's sidekick, Vince McMahon's right-hand yes man, because that's what H is, Paul Levesque. So can we stop with the vendetta now? I mean, there's no vendetta. Stephanie already said they were all having a fucking great time together for Christmas dinner. Triple H is not crying into a corner. Wade Keller said that all he heard was that Triple H is a little bummed. A little bum that he couldn't have done more with NXT, with the original brand. Well, you talked a lot of shit about a pissant t-shirt company and then you got your ass kicked. Vince McMahon took his company back because he's the one paying for it and he made it more colorful and more sellable. They're not pulling in that much less ratings than the original NXT. So he's losing no more than he was with Triple H. I just had to bring that up in a side rant. It's kind of hilarious that a lot of these names that are coming up now and showing up to the Blue Brand Friday, these are NXT, these are fucking Triple H boys and gals. Tommaso, LA, Dakota. Man, what a way to erase a legacy. Not so much, man. These are people handpicked. Look at Austin Theory. This is somebody that Triple H handpicked to come over from Evolve. He showed up to a takeover and everybody was like, wow, Austin Theory, he's in Evolve. He showed up on TakeOver. Triple H has big things for him. Yeah. And Vince took him, and now Vince has big things for him. I'm sure Vince is hoping that he's got a big thing for him. If you know what I mean. If you ever seen Vince McMahon, the way he stares at fucking Austin Theory, check out this past Monday. Austin Theory's leaving and Vince McMahon checked out his ass. Yeah, Vince McMahon, man, he's creeping on that Austin Theory, man. He wants to figure out Austin's theory, if you know what I mean. But Austin Theory, you couldn't get more Triple H than that. He handpicked him to come over from Evolve while he was with Evolve to show that relationship. And now Austin Theory looks like he's getting the world. Damian Priest has a title. Shinsuke has a title. Viking Raiders are going for titles. Let's not play that game, bro. Vince McMahon, Jimmy Cornette even said, while it seems like it's a smack in the face to Triple H, trust me, it's all business for Vince. That's what Jim Cornette said. This is a guy who's been his right-hand man for the longest time. More arguments with Vince than you can imagine. And Jim Cornette's like, if you think that he's making these decisions with Triple H in mind, you got another thing coming. It's all business. When he wakes up first thing in the morning at Titan Tower, he's thinking business. What do we have to do, Nick Khan, to make this company even more valuable? And he's listening to Nick. It's not a vendetta. It's not to make Triple H look like an idiot. It's not to erase a legacy. It's business. So cut the shit, and I hope this ends that conversation when you look at people that are showing up to the Blue Brand. Instead of being released, there's plans, man. Now, yes, I'm not saying it's going to be they're going to get immaculate storytelling, right? You could easily say, BC, they're going to be booked like bums. BC, they're probably going to be given name changes and look to be like idiots. You could be absolutely right. My point is, that's what Vince does for everybody. Sometimes you're lucky to get through the cracks. Even Triple H guys like Austin Theory, he's being booked pretty fucking special with his name. No major changes yet. You're able to do that like Damian Priest. Damian Priest has a damn good run so far, especially with that title. You're able to do that sometimes, man. Shinsuke got to keep most of his shit. He's been badly booked, but they threw him a title to shut everybody up. Asuka's coming back, man. This was a Triple H signee, man. You can't get more Triple H than that. And they got supposed, well, this is what I'm hearing. I love to put this in quotes. Big plans for Asuka's return. Well, wouldn't you just want to keep her home and release her if you're trying to erase a legacy? Let's cut that shit, please. We also got some fucking confirmation on who's really running NXT, while the day-to-day operations business-wise is, at the end of the day, Vince and Nick Khan. Also, Johnny L., Brucey, and a few others are in. There's a lot, man. And Triple H just got back with the recruitment part of it. He's not going to be taking lead charge until next month, Triple H. Oh, yeah. Then I want to see everybody go, wow, Triple H is being done filthy when you find out he's back to work for NXT. Oh, I can't wait to hear your stories then. But the one that's actually running the show to show, it's actually Shawn Michaels. Amazingly. I mean, we shouldn't be that shocked. I didn't think he had that much control over, but it has been, this is a quote, Shawn Michaels that has been steering the ship for NXT 2.0 behind the scenes. The WWE Hall of Famer currently is leading NXT through its transition, and WWE reportedly has been impressed by what they have seen. Now, I know a lot of the trainers and stuff like that, the behind the scenes of NXT, not necessarily the talent, like the William Regals, the Samoa Joes, the Smileys, the Road Dogs, and even Scotty 2 Hotty requesting his release because he felt that he was going to get released. A lot of people are like, oh man, those are all Triple H guys. But I told you, you're trying to repackage this to be more sellable. The first thing you do, any Fortune 500 company or any McDonald's is probably Fortune 500, they're pretty popular. But any mom and pop shop, if you're transitioning to a whole new realm, a whole new way of doing things, the first thing you kind of want to do is start with a new staff, because you know that everybody has that old school mentality. We're trying to get you on board with the running of our new ship. So this happens all the time in business where you gut the company. Again, I'm not seeing anything that's a vendetta to H. It sucks. There are a lot of his peeps. But there's a reason that Triple H is not speaking out publicly about how much this sucks. It's because Triple H has been in these meetings from day one. I broke that story a few days ago to you guys. With, what was his name? Cornwell Gunther? Or Cornwell Gunter. Not Gunther, Gunter. But he was a production dude for NXT. And he said the original meetings, Vince and Triple H walked in together. And Vince said, me and Paul have been having these meetings for a long time now. So H was in these meetings from the very beginning for the transition to 2.0. But you expected me to believe that he was a victim in all of this? Nah, brah. Come on, dude. And this is another proof. Shawn Michaels is the best friend of Triple H. You damn sure you know Vince is gonna say, Shawn, we have to let you go because of XYZ, but we can bring you over here. We can have you a job over here. No. The best friend of Triple H, Paul Levesque. And Vince is like, hey, can you run this shit for now, man? Because we know you will jump on with our new mentality. You'll be working with Paul when he gets back. Paul will take over. It's not that hard to fucking realize this, man. So we shouldn't be too shocked to hear that it's Shawn Michaels that is running NXT 2.0. Even Meltzy Boy is coming up with this fucking story too, bro. Back in this story. Meltzy! You don't expect that from that dude. So anyway, that is again a quote from this story. Shawn Michaels has been steering the ship for NXT 2.0 until Triple H can return, and WWE reportedly has been impressed by what they have seen. Now, there's been some reports that WWE, upper brass, and even USA, they're not happy with the new NXT 2.0. I have seen nothing that validates that information. I have seen no source validation. The only thing that we're going by, even by Road Dogg, who has been fucking let go by the company, so you would think he has an axe to grind. Road Dogg is even saying that's horseshit. BC did a lot of research. I'm seeing nothing that is saying that anyone's unhappy. I'm seeing the opposite. I'm hearing they're pretty happy with it. They're still between 500,000 and 600,000, which is where H was pitting them anyway before the transition. When he was actually run before he took off. And they're happy with the stars that they're building. They're happy with Toxic Attraction and Mandy. They're happy with the trajectory of Braun Breaker. And everything that they're doing now with AJ Styles going over there and trying to build up Grayson Waller. They're happy with it. So I'm going to still do research. I'm going to try to find where this story is coming from. But BC is seeing nothing that is saying that WWE or USA is unhappy with NXT 2.0. No more than they were. The only time I heard they were unhappy was when Triple H was getting his ass whooped and he kept telling the USA Network and he kept telling Vince, I got it, man. I got this. We're going to beat them. I'm going to bring a new fucking pay-per-view style to the Wednesday night, man. We're going to bring like an in your house. And then he kept getting his ass whooped. And that's when USA Network was like, dude. And that's when Vince was like, dude, if I want to sell tomorrow, NXT is going to be the only brand bringing me down. I can't package this as a sale. Wish everybody would see what's really going on behind the scenes, man, because this is the shit that's happening. I can't wait till Triple H comes back to work. Oh, and everybody comes to the channel and goes, BC, I'm so sorry, I doubted you, man. You were right all along. He's right back to work. And then you'll still get some that go, what do you expect him to do, basically? What do you expect? He's not going to lose his job, basically. What are you talking about? If you went to your work and your boss totally took a shit on you every day, supposedly this is what he's doing, a vendetta we heard, wouldn't you fucking stand up for yourself? And if you continued to get shit on for standing up for yourself, wouldn't you walk away? If he doesn't sell, if Vince doesn't sell, he's going to take over the company anyway, whether he's in an argument with Vince McMahon or not. He's married to the boss's daughter. Stand up for yourself, though. Even Shane McMahon walked away. Shane McMahon had a fucking arguments with his father. He didn't like the trajectory of where he was going behind the scenes. And he's like, I'm out of here, dude. I'm going to do my own thing. Much love to Shane. You gotta grow a set of balls and stand up for yourself. What do you expect them to do, basically? I don't know, stand the fuck up for not just yourself, but everything that you have supposedly created. Oh yeah, that's right. BC told you exactly what NXT was supposed to do. It was created by Vincent Kennedy McMahon to hold all of the independent wrestlers. Hold them all up, gobble them up like Pac-Man so that people like Tony Khan can't get to them. But Tony Khan still found a way. Tony Khan found a way to whoop the shit out of Triple H. So then, when their plan kind of went upside down, Vince is like, all right, well, that's what NXT was for, and we just failed. Sorry, Triple H, you did good for a while, man. And Triple H knew that he failed. He gave the ball back to Vince. He stepped away until the dirty work was done, and now we're hearing he's coming back. He's already back for the recruitment. He's already done the NIL program. He's already in all the meetings for NXT 2.0, and he'll be coming back to work full-time next month. BC's telling you all of this, but we'll wait until it's confirmed by H himself, and then you could come back and go, wow, BC, you were right about everything. That's right, Vince is bringing in reinforcements because Fox is not happy, and those reinforcements are Triple H, guys and gals, totally flipping that narrative upside down. All right, we won't talk about the ones that are sticking around. Let's talk about the ones that got shafted because it fits our narrative. Cut the shit. Shawn Michaels, by this latest report, is actually running 2.0. Again, the powers that be are doing the daily operations, the financials, those big decisions with USA Network. Yeah, that's going to be your Vinnie Mac and your even Khan, Nick Khan, because financials, that's all him. And then you're going to have your Johnnies and your Bruceys, and there's several other names as well. But this latest report is saying that the day-to-day operations for the wrestling itself, Shawn Michaels is running that ship. So that probably shouldn't be a shock. I know for a while everybody was wondering, is it Shawn Michaels or not? We've been hearing all these other names are running it. It's a conflicting story every day. The latest thing we heard, Shawn Michaels is running NXT 2.0. The actual day-to-day shit. And again, this Friday, man, a lot of stuff. Dakota Kai, Tommaso Ciampa, LA Knight. Does Asuka come back right before the Rumble? Do we wait till the Rumble? Ronda Rousey possibly at the Rumble. A lot of names are coming up, and most will be with the blue brand to make Fox happy. I just hope the USA Network stands the fuck up and gets just as pissed off, bro. Because if I'm USA, I'm getting pissed off. What about us? We don't have fucking stars anymore either. Brock comes around every now and again. Lashley should be a star, but he's not booked as such. And then you're stealing Seth Rollins and Big E to go to the blue brand to make them happy. I hope everybody sits on this with a calmer heads prevail. You know, think about this. Just don't make people happy just based on merit, right? Oh, we're going to give you a bunch of talent. If they don't belong there or they don't fit, then nobody's going to win, including Fox. Is the blue brand the best spot for Tommaso, or do you put him over to the red brand, where he's already had a few dark matches, I heard? That's where we got the photos of the beard. You know, does Dakota Kai belong on the blue brand? Can she fit better over here on the red brand? You know, you can't just make these decisions on the fly just because, okay, we got to make the blue brand, we got to make Fox happy. Everybody, let's just reinforcements all at one, kamikaze style. But, a lot of NXT talent, man. A lot of NXT 1.0, the original NXT talent that I was told they're all going to be released because we're erasing a legacy. They're all coming in to make an impact. And again, some of other Triple H's man, Austin Theory. What a match this past Monday. Even in defeat, there was victory for Austin Theory. That was an amazing fucking match. A phenomenal match. Austin Theory. And Damian Priest continues to impress. I just hope we don't go to the DQ finish all the time just because Priest is losing his fucking dome piece and he gets DQ'd. You know, I still want to see Priest winning with that championship. I hope we see more from Shinsuke Nakamura with that championship, man. But, what a narrative that we are fucking imploding on this channel, dude. Because there's a lot of people. These are just the names that we're hearing. Don't be shocked if you see other names that BC didn't even talk about. This is just the latest word that we're getting. These are the names that are showing up Friday. Do all of them show up on TV? Do they just want some more matches on the main roster? Dark matches, and then you thrust them into the Rumble, and then after that, it's game on? You want more stars, Fox? We're gonna give it to ya! Right? That's Vince. But if you don't give them proper storylines, give them the time of day, get creative with these individuals, it's all gonna be for naught anyway. So I hope he does the right thing with all these talents. That's it, guys. A little bit of bonus BC for you. We just got done with the Monday Night Raw review live stream over 2.5 hours. And here's BC out with another half an hour plus vid. Oh, we not the best, bro? Oh, we not the best, bro? That's rhetorical. We blasted this community. We put it on blast. We getting amped. Look at that merchandise, bro. Look at that merchandise, bro. Look at that shit. Look at that shit, bro. Come on. Yeah. Pick up your amplified merch. Let's rock this shit. All right, BC's done. Maybe there'll be a third video later tonight. You never know, man. I'm in one of those modes where I'm just ready to whoop that fucking ass, dude. That's it. Hold on. There was nothing else I wanted to go over, right? And again, Asuka and Ronda Rousey, there's no more rumor behind that. I would think Ronda Rousey fits better for WrestleMania in Los Angeles, so that's next year. But there is truth to the meetings, guys. Now, I'm hearing Ronda Rousey and Asuka have had huge meetings this week. So there is a good chance Ronda's coming back for Rumble. There's an even better chance Asuka's back this week. That's it. I'm out. I gotta refresh my fucking coffee. Check. I gotta play. I don't have an assistant anymore. I gotta play my own music out. I fired Sandy earlier. Damn it. I gotta get a new assistant. But until I do, BC, hit your music. Yeah. All right. I'm out. Okay. Oh, yeah. Put them up. Put them up. Ow. Ow. Ah. Look at that belt, man. Look at that belt. Yeah.